the RAV4 and the Mazda CX-50 Hybrid. On paper, rivals. Under the hood, they share a secret. The CX-50 Hybrid runs Toyota's hybrid system, the same one that made the RAV4 famous. So is the Mazda just a RAV4 in a nicer suit? Not quite. Here's where they actually split. This is buyer analysis, not a road test. We compare verified prices, features, and specs, the facts you can check. How they drive is what your test drives are for. Start with the surprise. The CX-50 Hybrid and the RAV4 Hybrid are both built at the same plant in Alabama, and the Mazda uses Toyota's hybrid hardware, a 2.5-liter engine paired with electric motors and Toyota's power split system. Mazda doesn't advertise it, but the DNA is Toyota's. Here's the catch. The all-new 2026 RAV4 moved to Toyota's newest hybrid generation. The CX-50 uses the previous one. Same family, older version, and you can see it in the one number that matters most: fuel economy. The 2026 RAV4 Hybrid returns about 44 miles per gallon combined. The CX-50 Hybrid returns 38. That's a 6 mile per gallon gap, around 16%, and it's the single biggest reason to pick the Toyota. Space tells the same story. Behind the back seats, the RAV4 holds about 38 cubic feet, the CX-50 about 31. If you haul gear, strollers, or road trip luggage, the RAV4 is the more practical box. So why would anyone choose the CX-50? 3 real reasons. All-wheel drive is standard on every CX-50 hybrid trim. The RAV4 still sells a front-drive hybrid. A panoramic sunroof is standard even on the base CX-50. And the interior is a genuine class above. Leather, real materials, a Bose system. A cabin that feels near premium, where the RAV4 feels utilitarian. That standard all-wheel drive matters to the price story. The cheapest CX-50 hybrid is about $35,000, and it's all-wheel drive. A comparably equipped all-wheel drive RAV4 closes much of the gap. So the Mazda isn't the expensive option people assume. It's the cabin that seals it for a lot of buyers. Mazda has spent years out finishing this segment, and the CX-50 continues it. Soft touch everywhere, a cleaner dashboard, and materials that punch above the price. If where you sit matters more than what you save at the pump, the Mazda makes its case here. So here's the split. Buy the RAV4 if you want the best fuel economy, the most cargo, the newer hybrid, and Toyota's reliability record. Buy the CX-50 if you want standard all-wheel drive, a standard sunroof, and an interior that feels a class up, and you're willing to trade some efficiency for it. Same hybrid heart, 2 different priorities. What to double-check? The all-new 2026 RAV4 was still finalizing prices as we built this, so confirm its figures at the dealer. And the shared Toyota hybrid detail is well reported, but not something either brand advertises. These numbers carry their dates on screen for a reason. The spec sheet can't tell you whether the CX-50's interior actually feels worth the mileage trade, how each one rides on your roads, rear seat and cargo space with your stuff, whether the RAV4's efficiency shows up in your real driving. That's your test drives. Same engine, different character, and the rest of the ownership math, insurance, theft, and depreciation splits them further. We run the real numbers on all of it on this channel. The numbers decide, and when they change, so do we.